Okay, so hello everyone and welcome. In this video, what I will show you is how do you make changes to your website using the WordPress style.css file. So first, all you have to do, this is the website that we're going to have a demo of today. And this is an actual task. Like this website really has some things that need to be fixed in it. And that's what I will show you today. How do you do it? So the style.css, first you need to log into the website. Just add the wp-admin at the end and then enter your username and password and then log in. And then once you get inside, you can go to Appearance Editor. So once you are inside, you go to Appearance Editor. And you will need administrator privileges because otherwise this might not appear. So if you do not have administrator privileges, you will not see some of the options here. So what you do, you ask whoever gave you access to the website to give you admin privileges. That way you can access this. So we are now in Appearance Editor. And here you can see 3 files on the right. And these are different. These are different for every theme. And there are tens of thousands of themes, so we are not expected to know every one. So as you can see here on the right side, you see the theme functions.php and you see the style sheet or the style.css. So right now, it's the style.css that we are looking at here on the left side. And this is the default style.css that comes with the theme. Okay, so I did not change anything here yet. So this is just the default. And so what I do, or what we are expected to do, is we just scroll down the CSS file, and this is where we will start adding the CSS code at the very bottom. So, before you do make any changes, one thing that I would suggest that you do is back up the website first, and also back up the CSS file here. So you need to copy it and place it somewhere on your computer just in case some things go wrong. So again, if you're on WP Engine, if the website is hosted on WP Engine, you can go inside WP Engine and back up things there. I have a separate video for that, so you can watch that. If you are not on WP Engine, you can back up in the cPanel just by downloading the databases, and then I think I should have a separate file or a tutorial for that. So, just check that out as well, how to back things up in cPanel in case you don't have WP Engine. And once you're done with your backup, you can now proceed to making changes to the website. So I'm going to introduce you to a tool that is called Firebug. So just go to Google if you don't have it yet. And by the way, I am using Firefox as the browser, so it's important that you are also using Firefox if you want to use Firebug because it's built for Firefox in particular. And just type Firebug in Google and you will see the website Get Firebug. So just go there and then install it. So just click on Install Firebug and go through the process. Then it will ask you to restart your browser. And once it's restarted, this new icon here will appear. So there's an icon here right now. It's grayed out. So it's deactivated. So what you do is once it's installed, just click on that icon. And you will see, okay, you will see this option here at the bottom where it shows you the HTML file of the page that you're currently looking at. So I'm just going to transfer to the website that we are going to be fixing. So click on the Firebug icon on the upper right of Firefox, and then it will show you this. So the beauty of Firebug is that if you click on this, blue arrow here just beside the inspector tab, so click on this blue arrow, and then now that it's selected, you can virtually, hover your mouse over any part of the website. So you can hover your mouse over any part of the website, okay? And then it is going to show you the corresponding code and the name of that thing, like here. So I'm just gonna click on it. Okay, so it shows me this code. So that's the code that I clicked on here at the top, and then it shows me the name and it shows me the class. Okay, and this is how we identify, you know, what do we put in the CSS. So I'm just gonna show you an example. And the task for today is to bring down or to the right the category on the coffee blog. So I'm just gonna go to the coffee blog and we're gonna see what that means. Okay, so coffee blog here at the bottom. And so the problem with this layout is that the logo here, because the logo expands and contracts. So the logo, once you're at the top, it, you know, the problem is it covers over the text for categories. So what we're gonna do is we are going to move over this text, the category coffee blog, this one, just a little bit to the right so that it's aligned here with the home and the coffee blog. So how do I know how to change this? Just click on Firebug, click on the blue icon beside inspector, then click on the category coffee blog, and that gives me a basic idea where, you know, I want to you know, about the element that I want to change. And so now that I'm here, I'm confirming it. So that's the one. Okay, I'm moving it here and here. And if you move it, if you move your mouse on the other code, you're gonna see what area that covers. So I'm just gonna click on this particular text right here, and then right click it. And then there are a couple of options that you can see. So go to copy, okay? And then I want you to try out CSS selector and CSS path, and we're just gonna see what's gonna happen. So this is the CSS selector, and copy the CSS path. Let's see. So the path is this one. Okay. So these are the things that identify this particular element. So I'm just gonna make a guess what I need to take, because I don't need to take all of this. Okay. Yeah, actually, this will probably work. I'm just gonna try. Sometimes if I just copy the last part, sometimes it works. But I'm guessing that we just want to do this for the category, so I'm just gonna go ahead and copy the entire thing. And I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the WordPress admin, appearance editor, and CSS. So I'm here right now, and then I'm just gonna add this to the end. Okay. And just put a little, it does need you to have a basic background in CSS. If you don't have a basic background yet, you may want to go to w3schools.com, and then there's a CSS and HTML tutorial there. It should take you maybe 1, 2, or 3 hours, you know, just to go through their training and just try out their step-by-step tutorial and workshops there. And you want to go one at a time here until you're familiar with it. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to make the position, this is a CSS code, position relative. And then from the left, I'm not sure if I should put I'm not sure if I should put a negative here or positive, but we're just gonna try it. And update the file. And then refresh the page. And we'll see if it moved. Yeah, so it did move to the right. Okay, so it did move to the right. And actually, I am guessing that even if I remove this, it will still move to the right, but I will keep the other code here because I just want it to do this for the category, because I don't know how the other things look like in the other pages. It might affect the other page titles aside from the category page. So I'm just gonna do this just for this category page. That's why I kept the entire code there at the top. So it seems like it needs a little more moving to the right, so I'm just gonna make a guess that this is gonna be enough. And you're not expected, and I'm not expected to know all the CSS code. So Google is really helpful. Like, even if I forget how to do that, how to move, I just type how to move, what do you call that? A text in CSS. Okay. So how to move. It's important that you put CSS at the end because, there's all sorts of programming languages. So this is the tutorial. Position. You can have static or position relative, from the left, from the right, from the top, from the bottom. So you just try it out. And there's a couple of examples here for you to try before you, make the change. So, the point is you don't have to memorize the CSS of everything, but you can always use Google to answer, how do you do that in CSS? And so it's already here, but it's too far. Maybe 170, just another guess. Okay. And you want to just note down here, I think the comment, I forgot how the CSS codes are supposed to be commented. How to do comments in CSS. And what a comment does, it's just something that you say to yourself. At least you don't forget what the code is here for. So Woo assist, comment by Oliver, and then I'm just gonna put the date to fix the category title misaligned against the site logo. Okay, so let's see. Update the file. And the comment doesn't do anything, by the way. It's just a note to yourself. But you have to be careful to put this at the start and put this at the end. If you accidentally forget putting this at the end, then you're gonna get an error in your website. That's why you need the backup, because sometimes it's normal to make errors. So just a little more. 150, update file, and that's it. So actually the CSS file, this single CSS file alone can control any of the pages in this website because it affects all the pages. But you can control what it affects and what it doesn't affect. Like here, we really specified what the limitations of what it affects. It will only do this. And then, here's the structure, which I copied from Firebug. So that's it. What you can do in CSS, usually the colors, the positions. What you can't do in CSS are the functionalities, the other things. And usually if you need more functionality, this is where you go, in the theme functions. So you usually can add a code that you research on the internet and then paste it here at the end of this file. So usually you don't have to code that yourself. You just research something and then it tells you put this in your website so that it will do the function that you want. So first you need to go to Google and then type what function you want, and then you can put it here. And then that's the second change you can do. The third change that you can do is using the child theme approach. And what I would suggest, if you want to learn about that, type in Google how to do child theme customizations in WooCommerce, for example, the WooCommerce shop. So this is if you are working with a WooCommerce site. So just read the documentation here and go to YouTube also. There's very many videos there that will teach you how to do this. Just type this keyword, and the keyword is very important, and add WooCommerce at the end. So most of the time, those are the areas that you want to be familiar with if you're a developer. That's the appearance editor CSS and the appearance editor functions. Then aside from that, you want to explore the posts and the pages. The posts are the blog posts, the news, the articles. The pages are the homepage, about us page, products page, services page. And then WooCommerce, explore the different options here in WooCommerce. You also want to explore products. This is also under WooCommerce. Here are the WooCommerce settings, and here are the products that were purchased, or the products. Actually, the purchase products are here in orders, and then the product details are here in products. So you want to explore that. And then appearance widgets. Appearance widgets, these are the ones that you see on the website. So let me just show you that. This one here is a widget on the right side. And the one at the bottom also, one that you see here, that's a widget also. And as you can see, this is the sidebar widget, the search, the text, the recent post categories. And you can basically drag elements here from the left, put it on the right if you want to change that. Or you can reorder by dragging. And you can see the footer widgets, the contact us, the customer service, the customer area. And that's the one here, contact us, customer area. Yeah, so that's the footer, and that's under appearance widgets. So, just explore it, but do so on maybe on a test site or on a developer site, not on the live site. And then the menus, that's the items here that you see on the top. That's the menu. And then these are also menus, okay, but they are tied to the widgets because there's an option in the widgets where you drag a menu and then you select the menu. So, just try that out. It's better to try it out than just hear about it. And then the menu structure, you can choose different menu, footer 1, footer 2, footer 3, main menu, top menu. You can also add a new menu. And essentially, you can add pages here. Just click on it or view all or search and then check it, add to menu. It will go here. You can reorder things here by dragging, reorder the sequence, and then, once you're done with that, hit save. And that's basically it for WordPress. Just go to plugins also, explore it a bit. There are tens of thousands of plugins, so we are not expected to know everything. You can install a new plugin, and you can see the other plugins. And what the plugin does, it just adds additional functionality to the website, like a virus scanner, a database, a backup tool, all sorts of plugins. So you can check this out. WooCommerce, by the way, which is a shopping cart, it's also a plugin. And, another area you might want to check out is the settings. Just explore that. These are the WooCommerce settings. And you can always go to Google and just or YouTube, and you can just type, what is a WordPress post? What is a WordPress page? How to add a WordPress post? How to add a WordPress page? Just type in Google how to use WooCommerce. We'll show you the tutorial, or in YouTube, how to add a product in WooCommerce, and how to change the WordPress menu, how to change the WordPress widget. So just look for that in Google or YouTube, and how to add a plugin. I'll go to Google and YouTube to look at that. And then, so essentially I just gave you a quick overview of WordPress and how to change WordPress a little bit here and there through the CSS, and then, the different areas of WordPress that you need to be familiar with. So thank you for watching this video.